Hello YouTube, it's me Jonathan. I'm back again for an update. I've been sick for about 2 weeks. 13 days. Good news is that, I look back at my gratitude journal for 13 days ago and I did my stuff. I did my work 2 weeks ago. So I am, we are getting there slowly with baby steps. So where is there has become a question. Let me explain that. When we first decided to move towards having a mobile lifestyle, our idea was to buy a sportsmobile. I've been in love with them ever since I first saw my first sportsmobile. Sportsmobile is a four-wheel drive recreational vehicle. And we actually, that was our plan. I have an envelope right here. Here's a picture of a sportsmobile. I want to make sure this comes across. So that's nothing short of badass. I don't know what else to tell you about that. I mean, they're amazing vehicles, well made. Sportsmobile started making them, I think the first year was with the Volkswagen Bug. And so I think what happened was I have found Chris the Freelancer online. If you haven't checked out his channel, go ahead and do that. It's a good channel. It's a channel about going digital nomadic, being a digital nomad. And I think I fell in love with the idea of not having to put down 80 G's. I don't know, 80, 90. $120 really for the type of vehicle that we'd want, so we kind of just decided to okay, well, let's just go all the way. We'll sell everything. We'll have a little bit of a cushion from what we sell, yada, yada, yada. And I think I lost my wife a little bit at that point. And, I know I'm saying a lot. I'm actually I'm thinking about this as I'm saying it. But so we've had to we've taken a couple steps back and started to ask ourselves, okay, are we clear on what we really want to do? We're not going to make much progress working towards something we're not really clear about. If you're not clear, it's kind of hard to make any progress. And you might be making progress towards something you don't want. That's the thing. Also, Aunt Les, Uncle Cheryl, Aunt Cheryl, Uncle Les, my aunt and uncle from back where I was born and raised, back in the Carolinas. They bought a hello, Aunt Cheryl, Uncle Les. They bought a 2007 Airstream. So I think that was something else that kind of was hello. I mean, there's other options out there. So I've had to, myself take a step back. Sometimes I need to go back to what I initially wanted to do and don't let things like where's the money going to come from stop me, really. I was first worried about, well, let's be careful about, taking the easy route here and doing something that maybe we don't want to do just because it's going to be easier or whatnot. But then I remembered, well, you know what? Our first idea as far as having a mobile lifestyle was to have some sort of recreational vehicle. And I've looked at all types. It's not even just the sportsmobiles. I've looked at the $1 million rolling bunkers. I love all of them. I like the idea of outfitting them for zombie proofing them, putting a big cannon on top. But that's besides the point. That was what we started. That was the idea that we started with. And regardless of whether or not I don't know. I think we're just kind of, we're having to take a step back and look at, you know, what do we really want to do? Like, let's get clear before we try to make these other steps. And going back to our like goal sheets and everything, that's what is on there. You know, we changed it 6 months ago or something to, you know, selling everything, packing up everything into the Mazda, and then driving down to outfitting it a little bit better with outdoor tires and shit, and heading down to Costa Rica or Belize. Well, I've lived in Costa Rica twice. I know a little bit about that area. But yeah, seeing the Airstream, wifey loves Airstreams. I've always really liked them. We're considering doing some sort of RV trailer thing, so that's kind of where we're at with that. A point I'd like to make is that I worry that I might find myself, everything's sold off, down in Belize, you know, living on the beach. It'd be easier on the beach if I'm snorkeling or whatnot. You know, if I'm right there, it might be easier to get myself out there, but I don't know. What's to stop me from finding myself in Puerto Rico somewhere, posted up in some little chalet or little, I don't know, whatever kind of houses they have down there, binging on Netflix and not really doing anything. I kind of have the tendency to want to stay inside and do this, I don't know, survive, things will be better tomorrow type thinking. Not really. I mean, granted it's cold, you know, but this is, I live out here. I live in the woods. I don't think I've done this before, but look, yeah, the storm just came by, so super cold, and that's actually one of the reasons why we want to leave. But where I live is fantastically beautiful. 5 blocks this way is Lake Tahoe. It's absolutely gorgeous. And how often do I get out there and do stuff? I didn't buy season passes this year because I bought a drone, so there was less of that. And that's always a constant. Snowboarding during the winter, but yeah. My point is that I live somewhere beautiful already. It's gorgeous here. It's unbelievably gorgeous here. Not as much during the winter, in my opinion, but I think that kind of lifestyle, living in a small space like that, and having the practicality of like getting to the point where we're about to choke each other out because we live in a small trailer, and the only way to get around that is to like get outside and go explore. That's a thing. I mean, that's, I don't know. It's weird to try to have to strategically like maneuver yourself around your like defects of character and stuff like that, and like laziness, and but whatever works when it comes to a certain point. Sometimes I think whatever works is a thing. It works to use that. And if I need to be in a trailer or something small or fifth wheel or RV to force myself to go outdoors, which I'm always grateful for as soon as I get out there. I love being outdoors. You know, I like going to hike out to I like this little place called Lake Dardanelles up here. I'll go pack up my backpack, and I've gone out there for 9 days before and just lived out of my backpack, camping and stuff. And I don't know. I think it would be a way to a way to force travel upon myself, and to live life more and to see more. Even though I'm sure I can already see there would be a huge amount of sacrifices. So, you know, just getting better for being sick. I've done most of my stuff today. Jeez. Yeah, I don't want to talk anymore on that because we're just like taking a few steps back and looking at the bigger picture again. But yeah, we're having to, you know, ask some questions, re-ask some questions we've already asked. And Jenna also made it clear to me that, you know, it's not like we're not making any progress here. Since we decided this stuff, we've like sold our house. We've downsized. We had like 3 garage sales. We sold all our stuff. We've gotten out of debt. I started teaching myself how to code. I've gone back to school. We've done a lot of work on our finances and done goal sheets and what color is your parachute work and all kinds of stuff like that. So there's been a lot of work done, a lot of progress made. It hasn't been all for naught, and it's not like we haven't done anything and we're not doing anything now. We're just taking a few steps back and looking at the entire situation again. And yeah, so that's about it. This video is way long enough. I should have stopped it at 7 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like the video if you did like it, and subscribing also helps too. I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you Uncle Les, Aunt Cheryl, for sending me pictures of that Airstream. It has kicked off some exciting research. Be well, and I will see you in the next video.